Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the ESL Hearthstone Legendary Series. My name is Azuzu, once again, joined by Tempo Storm's very own Hyped. We just got finished with Group A, and we're about to head into Group B. Those G1 commercials, they're cool, but slightly frightening.
Riveting, yeah.
Yeah, that
Getting
guy.
worked up.
Yeah,
Excited to buy
I
another board.
actually believed for a second that that guy was a dragon.
Okay.
Maybe if you buy a Gigabyte G1 motherboard, you'll turn into a dragon as well. Just in time for Blackrock Mountain. We are going to take a quick look at the format for the day. For those of you guys who may just now be joining us or missed Group A that happened earlier. A little bit different for the Legendary Series for those of you guys who might have been familiar with it for Season 1. We have a Challenger Cup every 2 weeks, followed by a match day the week after. The Challenger Cups are a little bit more grueling this time around, a little bit more testing on the players. We are running Conquest Best of 5 throughout the whole Challenger Cup, so these players that made it through, the 6 players today that made it through the Challenger Cup, actually had to win a lot. They played over 3 days, so it was pretty intense. And Hype, why don't you give us a little bit more information about Conquest as a format, as a player who's played with it for some time?
Yeah, so for Conquest, you have to win with 3 different decks. So you can't just sweep someone with something overpowered like Hunter or Druid. You have to win with each different class, and you also have to get a win against like your opponent. Like one of each of your classes has to get a win against one of each of their classes too. So it can get some like weird situations where you can't play something last. You have to play it first to get weird wins. I'll explain more as like we get into some of the exact classes. But yeah, it's pretty. It was weird at first, but I think most people agree that now they like Conquest. Most pros agree.
It grew on some people, and for the most part, I talked to all the players before this tournament happened. Most of them were pretty on board with Conquest. They were a little bit weary about how it was standardized across most tournaments because you sort of have to have Conquest to qualify for like Blizzard World Championship points, since it's going to be the World Championship format. But of course, it is growing on people. People are starting to realize there's a lot more depth to it than they may have thought. It's a simple format. It's easy to explain. It's easy to understand. Got to win a game with each of your decks. If you lose, you can keep the same or change your deck. So there's a little bit different stuff going on.
It's pretty cool. And Blizzard they've been thinking about it for a while. Ever since like before the first BlizzCon, they were already like talking about Conquest. They're like, hey, what do you think of it? They were asking people like what they thought about it.
Yeah. Of course, again, we just got finished with Group A, and the player eliminated from Group A was Limijux. Of course, he was the first seed coming into the challenge, but you can see that on your screen there, the records. Tomorrow, the first game of the day will be one of the elimination matches between either Life Coach and GCT Turth and the elimination players from the other side of the bracket to determine who goes on to the semifinals from each group. Of course, the players in Group B: Azuzu, BubSenpai, Kaldi, and Strife Crow. BubSenpai versus Azuzu is actually going to be the first matchup of the day. And have you played against these guys at all?
No. And I think you were talking about it. Did you say BubSenpai was the newcomer, or was it Azuzu?
BubSenpai actually has only been playing Hearthstone for about, I think he said 3 months.
That's really impressive.
That's very impressive. He hit Legend for the first time last season. I believe he said he was like number 1,500 or 1,600 Legend rank. So I was talking to most of these guys. They were like, oh, yeah, I made it top 50 this season. I made it top 20 a few seasons in a row. BubSenpai is brand new. Said he doesn't have any TCG or CCG experience, no other competitive gaming experience. Just came into Hearthstone, and I guess he's a prodigy because getting to the Open Cup is really tough.
Yeah, it's like 1,000 players, 3 days. It is double elimination though, which is nice.
You have to win a lot of matches, and it's very grueling, and you have to have some time on your hands. But of course, there is a lot on the line for our Challenger Cups. Now we do offer Blizzard World Championship points. For making it to the Legendary Series, you're automatically guaranteed $200. Unlike last season where you had to actually make it to the LAN finals to win some prize money. So we are going to be jumping into the first game of Azuzu versus BubSenpai. You can see on your screen the match plates there, their class choices. Azuzu going to be running with the Warlock, and BubSenpai, unfortunately we couldn't get a webcam for him, but you can see his lovely BubSenpai face.
Okay. He's from New Zealand, and Azuzu is from...
San Jose, California.
Okay.
So another Southern California. Azuzu actually used to be, we were talking about this earlier, he used to play World of Warcraft in the guild Blood Legion, which is one of the top guilds in the world.
You know,
and of course, Hyped was part of Exodus.
Yeah, we were rivals.
With
much cooler guild.
Dat Mods.
Dat Mods is in there.
Yeah.
Wreckful, Karian.
Yeah, a lot of big names were a part of Exodus, and Azuzu is part of that rival guild, Blood Legion. And World of Warcraft, of course, World of Warcraft translated into Hearthstone. It's based off of World of Warcraft lore, so it's sort of a natural transition for him. And so Hunter, we see Hunter for the first time today being brought by Azuzu.
Yeah, pretty solid. I hope it's... I mean, I don't... It's weird to say this because I don't like Face Hunter, but I hope for him that it's Face Hunter because mid-range Hunter is a little bit weaker in Conquest, especially if your opponent has Face Hunter.
Yeah.
It's like, they're both good, but one beats the other clearly, so it's like, yeah. But, I guess against Druid, Paladin, and Mage, I guess you'd be okay with mid-range Hunter, but I think Face Hunter is definitely slightly better. Got Warlock, we have no idea what kind that's going to be.
Yeah. BubSenpai bringing the Mage, it's the first Mage we've seen today as well.
Yeah, lots of Paladins today. The most common thing to expect in, okay, maybe a week ago, it was Druid, Mage, Rogue. But we're not seeing that anymore. We're seeing a lot of Paladin. We're seeing a lot of Druid and Paladin. Definitely the most common today.
Has nearly every player has brought Paladin so far today, I believe.
Yeah.
GCT Turth, maybe?
Yeah, every single player in Group 1.
Oh, wow. Okay, and both these players now. So far, 6 for 6 with Paladins. I'm sure Strifecrow's bringing it. He mentioned that was his favorite class when I was talking to him. Azuzu, a little bit interesting. When I talked to him a few days ago, he was actually saying that Druid was his favorite class.
Okay.
He didn't bring a Druid.
Oh, he's just mind gaming you. He thought you were going to give information that way.
Yeah, Azuzu didn't trust me.
Okay.
Yeah, he thought I was working for the enemy. But another fun fact, I just got all sorts of fun facts about these guys. Azuzu, he's a big fan of rock climbing.
Okay.
Do you like to rock climb?
I haven't done it in a long time, but it's a fun. I like the idea of it. I've had fun when I've done it when I was like a kid.
Yeah, I've never been rock climbing before.
Oh, not even on like the fake ones?
Not even on the fake ones. Maybe I'll go on a nice bonding rock climbing expedition with Azuzu, so he'll start trusting me more.
Okay.
And not tell me that his favorite class is Druid, and then not even end up bringing it.
Speaking of rock climbing, no mountain giant yet, but it could.
Nice segue.
It's gonna climb all over it. Yeah, it looks like a deck that might not be running it. Okay, we'll see here. Dread Infernal. Okay, this is just like the Strifecrow one. Actually, no. I was gonna say it's the Strifecrow Demon Lock that doesn't have Mountain Giants, but we saw that Life Coach had Mountain Giants as well as the Dread Infernal.
Yeah.
So it could be anything.
Team Life Coach run it both ways as well, with Mountain Giants, without Mountain Giants.
BubSenpai not picking up the wild growths.
Nope. He does have some early drops, but a pretty weak hand as far as Druids are concerned.
Yeah. It's like, if you can silence a Drake, okay, but you're a little sad if you can't hero power it as well without the wild growth.
Yeah. 2 hero power turns in a row.
Okay, so this is interesting. So if I was a Azuzu, I would go with the Drake here. I'll explain why if he does it. Yeah, okay, so now it can get silenced, but BubSenpai, he doesn't have the mana to hero power as well, so it will trade evenly, whereas if Void Call gets silenced, you know, it's a little worse.
Yeah. Because he wouldn't be able to just throw it into the... keep it the grove and be able to clear it off. He'd have to use, like, something else, Mortal Coil, something to be able to clear that.
Yeah, and he's got the Dread Infernal, the 6/6 will actually be great. It'll kill the Spectral Knight, it'll kill everything except for the 7 drops from BubSenpai if it comes out early. But, I wonder if we'll go with the Belcher instead. Alright, so BubSenpai is going to have 5 mana. So if he throws down the Void Caller, it won't kill any 5 drops. So he might be tempted to not. Okay, he goes for it. But see, it's not going to trade with any 5 drops.
A little bit awkward.
Yeah, it's really awkward. Which 5 drops are you going to go with? He's got a lot of good ones.
Take your pick. It feels like Spectral Knight just because it's the hardest to deal with. You know it's going to stick on the board for a turn longer.
Yeah, it only dies to Hellfire, which he doesn't want to do on his own dude.
Yeah.
Because he can't Dark Bomb it. This is good, though. Yeah, I like Belcher.
Yeah, it's tough to remove a Belcher as a Warlock because you have to do... as a Druid.
He really doesn't want to spend it. Like, if you look at his hand, he wants to play creatures, but I guess he can Shredder Hero Power if he really wants to. But he's still only killing the first half. So I mean, it's not that great.
If you're thinking about it, even though Spectral Knight is going to stick a turn longer, you have to be... What 5 drops are you expecting from the Warlock player to follow it up. Maybe
Yeah.
Lotheb would have been the better choice there because it would have traded better with a pretty, maybe not inevitable Sludge Belcher, but that's such a natural turn 5 play
Yeah.
for a Handlock player is to just throw down the Sludge Belcher. So now it's just a little bit awkward. He has to use a hero power as well. At least he has a 4-mana play to follow it up with, but it still maybe could have been cleaner.
Yeah, he didn't. I don't know. BubSenpai didn't have to hero power. He could have just let his Spectral Knight live there and just played a creature and then hero powered the following turn when it's more clean, or Wrath the following turn. I don't know if I like that, but he wants to push through. I mean, he typically, as the Druid, the way you beat like this greedy Demon Lock is by pressuring combo, because they don't have quite as much removal.
Yeah.
So maybe he feels he needs to put some pressure on. 6/6. Okay. Or maybe, yeah, it could have been like the Dr. Boom in the hand. He's like, I gotta put some pressure, play the boom, win. This is a great hand from Azuzu.
Azuzu's face is very animated whenever he makes plays. It's like he really gets into it.
Yeah. He has a head on board, which is usually when you don't want to play the Sylvanas, but at the same time, he knows the Druid wants to play a 7-drop, either Dr. Boom or Dr. Boom or Lore, so he knows Lotheb wouldn't have done much.
Yeah.
And yeah, this Sylvanas, with that taunt, it's really hard to deal with. He can swipe if he wants, but again, when you're playing Druid versus Handlock, you want to be playing creatures every single turn, that way always threatening the Roar, because if you take a turn to do spells, the Warlock's just going to put bigger creatures on the board.
Yeah, you'll never be able to catch up because you just lack so much direct removal.
Yeah.
Like hard removal spells that, like you said, if you spend that whole turn just trying to remove and not building anything of your own, you're never going to win.
Yeah, the exception is if you have a Shade on the board. Then it's okay to cast as many spells because your Shade just keeps growing.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's just going to clean up the Sylvanas. He's not happy about it, but he feels like he has to. Oh, okay, this is fine too. I like this better.
Yeah. The Powder Shredder was played first, so it would have stolen.
Okay.
Yeah, would have stolen. Well, taunt. He's going to save himself some damage.
Yeah, does he have any way he's going to tap here? Probably. Yeah, he's going to tap, for sure.
And then Lotheb seems like a reasonable option.
Yeah, it keeps your... That's actually really good. It keeps your Sylvanas safe from Wrath. He can't even keep her because it'll seal back. That's...
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. Lotheb's almost always good against Druid, except for that one turn when he decided to save it, because it's his 7th turn. It's fine.
And at this stage in the game, if he had a big threat last turn that he wanted to play, but couldn't because of those Sylvanas.
Well, he can still, he could still play Boom here if he wants. It's not
That's true.
awful.
Yeah.
His alternative is like Wrath, or he can Lore. Lore's fine here.
Yeah, Dr. Boom could be. It could be a little bit risky. You play Dr. Boom, one of your Boom bots gets Mortal Coiled. The Boom bot hits the Sylvanas. The Sylvanas steals the full health.
He's
Dr.
got the
Boom.
big game hunter, so he's ready.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true.
But yeah, I think
But then he doesn't have the big game hunter for the inevitable giants that are for sure going to come.
Yeah, I like Lore here. The only bad thing that can happen is Siphon, which these Warlocks usually cut. I think Strifeguard still runs one. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's the only thing that can happen. It's 5 HP. It's safe from everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Or any easy removal.
Okay.
This is like a rare situation to be like ahead on board against Druid. Usually this is the time when you're like trying to dodge combo, killing everything.
Yeah. He doesn't know what to do. I've never been in this situation before.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Maybe he doesn't want to tap. He wants to keep tempo, but his creatures are too weak on their own, so gotta go for the Void Call or something.
Yeah. The Void Caller here.
You know what he can do? He can do something really weird, like either taunt up the Ancient Watcher or the Sylvanas. Yeah, I think he's going to taunt up just the Ancient Watcher, maybe, because he really wants that Sylvanas just to be super annoying.
Yeah.
So many possibilities.
Because he would have to find a way to clear off his own board first, because even if he has some type of removal to be able to deal with that Sylvanas through the taunt, like a Keeper of the Grove or a Wrath or something like that.
Yeah, you are a little bit scared though. He doesn't go for it. He only has one taunt giver, and you might feel like it's a little too wasteful to just taunt one thing. Because when you're trying to dodge combos, you just throw down 2 taunts.
He's still in a really strong position here, though. And the positioning on this Ancient Watcher is something to note as well. He puts it in the middle.
Definitely wants to taunt the Ancient Watcher. What else he wants to taunt with it, he's not sure yet.
Yeah. So this gives him the choice. If he has like a card in his hand, a demon in his hand that he really wants out on the board, he can afford to taunt up the Voidwalker or the Void Caller. Or if he just wants us to as much potential health gain as possible or damage block as possible, he can taunt up the lower
So Azuzu picking up more taunts, so he's not worried about combo at all. Now he's just going to concentrate on just making as big of a board as possible, probably. So Big Game Hunter, he can be as greedy as he wants with these boom bots. So I would just Void Caller into one, Mortal Coil the other, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, he's gonna leave one up, that's fine. Try Mortal Coil the other one.
Attack with anything that Boombot could possibly hit.
Yeah.
Whew.
That's
close.
That's actually good. You kind of wanted on that, because now the Druid's like worried. He's like, Zach, I might actually accidentally kill that. I can't even swipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, just float the board. You don't need to tap.
You worried about mind control tech at all?
Not worried about mind control tech at all. But double mind control tech. Oh my god. Steal the Belcher, Lotheb.
Next level meta choices.
Yeah.
I haven't seen mind control tech in quite a while.
I see it a little bit in Druid. It disappeared, and then I've seen some players picking it back up. It was kind of like, it was something that I thought like, I think one of the players you interviewed said like that they don't like too many like crazy hate cards and tech cards.
Yeah, that was.
Was it actually BubSenpai? That would be.
No,
funny.
it was Limijux.
Okay.
Didn't work out too. He said he doesn't like to play Harrison, doesn't like to play Black Knight, doesn't like to play Mind Control Tech.
Yeah.
Kazan Mystic. He says he hates those tech choices.
I can get behind that, although Black Knight's like one of the less swingy ones. But yeah. Anyways, what I was gonna say is like Mind Control Tech is I kind of have the theory of like like bad players like to rely on the RNG, good players like to rely on skill, so they won't play Mind Control Tech. But I've seen some players I respect a lot putting Mind Control Tech in their Druids recently.
Yeah, I put it in Paladin for a while.
Oh, it's always good in Paladin. Yeah. I'm surprised that people are cutting it, but I guess they want to get a little bit more aggressive with their Paladin.
There's a lot of things that you want to fit in as a Paladin, but you can't because they have so many good cards.
Yeah.
Shield and Minibot, Muster for Battle. You want to fit in your Quartermasters, Tyrion, Lay on Hands,
Everything.
Zombie Chow, Owl.
Greenskin.
Greenskin, yeah.
Finally picking up some keepers, but it's... Oh, what happened to the Void Caller? Did he kill it? YOLO kill it?
Yeah, he swiped the Sludge Belcher and it died in the...
Okay, well he did have the Big Game Hunter in hand for Melaganis, so he's probably expecting that. So it wasn't too YOLO, it was just like, oh, you don't have it, okay.
Yeah. At that point, he didn't really have much of a choice but to try and kill it.
2 damage off lethal with the Owl Silence and the Hellfire.
So anything that he can draw into it, I don't think he'd have enough mana. Oh no, if he drew into Dark Bomb, he would have enough
Yeah,
mana.
we haven't seen any Mountain Giant, so I'm going to assume it's the Strife Colorless with, it has 1 Dark Bomb.
Yeah. And that was, I think, a choice that Life Coach made earlier to cut both Dark Bombs.
Yeah.
Because we didn't see a single one, and he had...
Makes sense. He had
His
so
deck
much
was
stuff.
so chock full of threats.
Yeah, just play Mountain Giant for 3 mana. You don't need Dark Bomb.
Yeah. 8 damage, 3 damage.
He's like, yeah, he wants to. He's got 2 Taunt Rivers, so he doesn't have to heal. So the Mountain Giant makes healing weird.
Yeah.
And the Molten Giant. I would not expect him to heal. I would expect him to taunt, play the Molten Giant next turn, and then heal up. But so I'd expect him to tap here. I'm really surprised he's not.
Wow. This is going to delay his
What's he going to
Moltens
play
by
with
quite
this?
a bit.
Why doesn't he tap? Does he want a Hellfire Mortal Coil? I'm very confused about this play.
I don't know. Maybe he's very afraid because he's seen BubSenpai hold on to so many cards.
Okay.
Maybe he was thinking of like a double combo, like Force Double Savage Roar or something like that, since he was
Yeah.
at 19 health.
I don't know though. The only way he loses is like, if you can see like BubSenpai's hand. He's got all these creatures, so he can get them on the board. And Azuzu's board and creatures in hand are all very weak, so they can all be cleared, and then he'll be behind. Whereas if he tapped and just got like 1 good thing, because now the Molten's going to be okay. Well, he's got 1 Taunt Giver with Molten, but I could easily see him losing tempo here.
Yeah. Gus looks a little uneasy right now, or Azuzu. His real name's Gus.
Okay.
He looks a little bit uneasy right now. I don't know if he's talking to somebody else or if he's talking to himself.
Yeah. He like threw his hands up after the turn, but I couldn't tell if it was like an I messed up or like, here we go.
Yeah,
Maybe he was playing around double combo.
it's possible. Like I said, he saw like
Yeah.
6 cards that sat in BubSenpai's hand for so long. That can be really scary.
At the same time, it is one of the ways you lose his hand lock is playing around combo too much and
Yeah,
just not
yeah,
developing
sure.
anything.
And then like you run out of stuff, and then all of a sudden you find a turn where you can't avoid even just one combo.
Yeah, if we look here, he has no creatures, but yeah, he can tap
Yeah.
sometimes. All right.
Maybe he was just trying to put like as much power on the board, immediate power on the board as
Yeah,
possible.
I mean, technically he had lethal if like just the Lothep and the Sun
Yeah.
Fury hit lived.
But that's pretty wishful thinking.
Yeah, it was like a 1 HP taunt.
Yeah.
All right, I think you go for the Lothep here. Lothep, Shade, Wrath. And then you just save the Druids for charge later, maybe.
Okay.
You taunt him up if you have to, otherwise you just save him for charge.
I was thinking Druid of the Claw here.
Which one, the taunt or the...
Taunt, yeah.
Okay. I guess you don't have to Lotheb. Let's see. I mean, what spells does the Warlock want to cast
Yeah.
against...
If you're clearing his board, he's gonna want to
Yeah.
build up his board.
Okay. Yeah, if you just burned Hellfire, you're not too worried about Hellfire.
Yeah.
So this way you can Lotheb a bigger board next turn.
Yeah, yeah.
Big Game Hunter in the hand. Oh man, Azuzu.
It's gonna be a big swing here.
Yeah, I feel like that play cost him that weird heal bot
Yeah.
Sun Fury turn.
I mean, he had an opportunity
It's like, yeah.
He could have healed up because his next card was Earth Ring Farseer. He could have like healed up and
Got a 3/3 on the board.
yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, big swing play incoming here with the Big Game Hunter.
You
And-
can even Lotheb. You just win, I think, with Big Game Hunter.
He's
Lotheb.
been through both Hellfires as well.
Oh, is that number 2? Yeah.
Yeah, so he can like, this is a point where the Druid can just like hold off on damage
Okay.
and just wait for Savage Roar or wait for a lethal amount.
I think he's doing the math down the Lotheb.
Yeah.
Lotheb's now, he charges hero power next turn.
hmm
Yeah, but at the same time, if you Lotheb, what's that shade gonna die to? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So you don't have to keep stealth.
because now he puts him down to 15, so Molten Giant, Shadow Flame would have been a combo that he could have done, but Lotheb's going to lock him out of that. Oh no, he had been through both Hellfires,
Okay.
only one.
Yeah. Taunts it up. He's actually lives if he taunts it. Oh no, wait, I didn't count the shade damage. If he taunts it, it's 9.
6, 8, 5,
It's 14.
3.
He's at 1 HP if he taunts the giant. But he can also taunt. He can like owl taunt that too.
Do a little quick note, quick count in your scratch pad in your noggin.
You know. All right. So now if he owls the thing, he's not gonna owl. You got owl. You got 2. What do you? Oh, he just doesn't want to taunt the owl. All right.
Wants to protect his owl.
All right.
Oh wow, Azuzu is
Oh, he-
visibly
okay.
distressed.
Yeah, he's like, I should have taunted the owl, but it doesn't matter with that roar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really think he felt like he was far enough ahead to play around double combo,
Yeah.
so he tried to and lost, and that's why he's like upset with himself.
You can play around it to a certain extent, but like you said, there gets a point where if you play around it too much, it'll come back to bite you. And a little bit of a weird play, but he's still going to have opportunities to win with that Warlock. But BubSenpai is going to take a 1-0 lead with that Druid. And, I mean, getting the Druid win out of the way, but you said earlier, sometimes that Druid can be the ace that you need. Like, the easiest one to get should be the one that you save for last. But he still has, I believe, what was Paladin and...
Which one?
BubSenpai.
Oh, I don't know. I know Azuzu's deck's not
Okay.
BubSenpai's. We'll see.
I think it was Paladin and...
Oh, okay. Paladin and Mage.
Oh, Mage.
We don't know
Yeah,
what kind
that's
of
right.
Mage.
Paladin and Mage. So, how those are going to match up against Azuzu's decks, he does have Hunter,
Yeah, Hunter and Paladin.
which we're presuming are face
I was
face
hoping
Hunter.
for him that it's Face Hunter. But if we see him play Control Lock, I mean, someone that plays Demon Lock is more likely to favor mid-range Hunter. Maybe it's like the thing you said
Whoa.
where they...
Reading into his personality.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's like you said, though. He plays Hand Lock and he's, like, pissed when he loses a Face Hunter.
Yeah,
But I think most hand locks wouldn't sink to that level.
yeah. I've been there. I'll admit.
Okay.
When you're just on the ladder and you're playing like your favorite deck, and then just face hunters all over the place. The first thing you try, let me just throw a Kazan Mystic in.
Yeah.
Like second thing you try, maybe throw in
Double
a
heal
second
bot.
zombie chow.
Okay.
Third thing you try, you know what? If you can't beat him, just join him. Then you
Oh.
play face hunter.
You go like the route of Tides of Time. You just play a warrior with double heal bot.
Yeah.
It's,
the maximum amount of heal, double shield made it, double shield block, double anti-heal bot. You're just like, oh my gosh, I can heal all day. I can heal all day.
okay, so he's gonna go with he sticks with the warlock.
Mhm.
Paladin versus I haven't played this. I haven't played the new Demon Lock versus Paladin. Versus Handlock versus Paladin, it was like slightly Paladin favored, most people would say, but I felt very comfortable when I was the Handlock. I felt fine.
Yeah.
Sometimes you could lose to these crazy like big game hunter double equality. They just rush you down with muster, quartermaster, but for the most part it was a somewhat fair matchup, slightly Paladin favored. But with this new Demon Lock, I'm trying to think if I think it gets worse against Warlock because you can't really outdoor the Mal'Ganis or the Draxus if those come out early. Like those cards are really good. If you get one of those out early, I think that's just already a win.
I have quite a bit of experience with this matchup because I've been playing quite a bit of Paladin, as you know,
Yes.
because you've destroyed me
All right.
many times. Still bitter.
There's
Still
a Bolvar.
bitter. Wow, Bolvar, yeah. But I think this matchup is actually very close now because the wood colors make it a little bit trickier. Paladins now usually play a little bit quicker, like they have like faster, more aggressive drops, which are more easily cleared by like Hellfire, Shadow Flames. And since Warlocks have more threats that are tougher to deal with, like if you can't like a quality consecrated big board that has a Void Caller, because you then don't have the equality for whatever comes out of the Void Caller if there's anything.
Yeah.
Just makes it riskier to play those big board sweeping clears.
There's only like one owl these days, sometimes even zero.
One owl, one equality,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I still think the Paladin has a good shot because they have great ways. They have owls. They still have Aldor Peacekeepers. They still run BGH. But it's not quite as good as it used to be, I think.
We tossed the Bolvar in his starting hand, which I thought like you're supposed to keep it because I don't know that card. But anyways, he got it back, so he's not punished.
Yeah.
Nothing died, and he got them both back. So that's gonna be a BGHable Bolvar.
I don't think anybody really knows the right
what it
way to
does.
play Bolvar.
There isn't. Maybe the BubSenpai. I think he knows. He's the only one playing it. He might have figured it out.
It's possible. I mean, if you play like as like a 5/7 on turn 5, that's actually really strong.
Yeah, it's gonna be strong. There's a Dark Bomb in Azuzu's deck.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of times, well, not a lot of times. Sometimes you play Loatheb on like turn 5 just to get the body out in this matchup.
It's huge.
But if you put a Bolvar in there, I mean, it can be silenced, but you're using like the owl or you're using a silence there to have to deal with it.
Yeah, I feel like if the Paladin usually wants to put a little bit more pressure, then I feel like just the fact that Azuzu kind of safely draked like that means he's in a great spot. Because usually on turn 4 you're like, do I got a Hellfire or can I afford to Drake?
Yeah.
He kind of really draked. But now he's worried. He's like, all right, how many equality, consecration, silence, and big game hunters do you have? Am I going to die soon? Like, do I have to Sledge Belcher? Probably. Nope.
And instead of throwing out the Knife Juggler there, like Knife Juggler Hero Power, he holds on to it. He's a little bit conservative with it because he knows that he'd be playing like right into like a Hellfire or Shadow Flame or something like that. So
Azuzu not too scared with that Zombie Chow on the board. He knows he could heal. Oh, he's taking the heal now. Kind of telling him he doesn't have Moltons, but that's okay. Or maybe doing double fake out on the Moltons.
Double mind games.
Yeah.
Telling him I don't have Moltons, and then he's going to think you don't have Moltons because you took the heal. But then he really does have Moltons.
But then he draws into the Moltons. Yeah. He doesn't have them.
Next level mind games. Mind games when you don't even have games to play.
Oh, there's the Quartermaster. Too late. A little too late. But I mean, he could, whenever.
Yeah.
We keep track of. I wish he could mouse over Bolvar for us. I think as someone in the spectator client. Here we go. 3.
Wow, that was quick. Our spectators are on point.
Yeah, he can get up to 5 if he wants, but.
Yep, Sledge Belcher.
Not a fan of the Shredder should go in the middle in case it turns into Dire Wolf or Flame Tongue. So I'm a little upset about the placement there.
Irked.
Little irked.
It's okay. Yeah, a little bit of... That's actually a really good point. I mean, the likelihood of that happening is small, but there's no advantage to having it on the outside.
Yeah, if you're not a
But-
shaman or anything. Then
Yeah, but there's a possibility for you to have it on the inside.
Yeah.
So
It's weird. It's like, yeah, it's like I'd mess that up in the beginning when I first started playing. So now it's like ingrained in my mind. Shredder in
Well,
the middle.
you
So
know,
now when I see other people do it, I get OCD.
BubSenpai has basically just started playing.
Oh, that's true.
He's been playing for 3 months. That type of muscle memory or discipline doesn't come quickly. It's something that I still struggle with, and I've been playing since like November of
Maybe he just doesn't even
2013.
know all the 2-drops yet. He's still like learning the 2-drops.
yeah.
He's so new. He's like,
That's
I don't
true.
even know.
Flame Tongue Totem. I've never even played Shaman.
It's like mousing over, reading.
yeah.
the game.
It's a pretty cool story though that he's made it this far, this successful in the tournament. This is not easy to get into, as
Yeah.
we said earlier. So he's gonna try for
And he
the
played well. I mean,
Sniperino.
he was so far behind that Druid versus Handlock game, and he won.
Yeah. He's got one more snipe.
2, because he could pop the Shredder.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Oh, he's gonna pop the shredder first. I
Oh,
like
wow.
this.
He's not going for the Dread. Yeah, there you go. Wouldn't you rather go for that one? Or?
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. It's pretty much the exact same, except
Yeah, it's a demon. Get buffed by Malkianis. Boom.
ooh.
Oh, I guess he guessed. No, see, he was thinking about it. He knew the dagger was gonna hit the right one.
Oh well,
He's
he
so
gets one.
smart. Yeah,
But-
he's way smarter than us. He heard us, and he's like, "Oh, you guys are right."
Yeah. Should have gone with your instinct.
Yeah.
Always trust your instinct. That's what they say. Who's they? I don't know, but that is what they say.
There's the Molten.
So the mind games worked.
Yeah, no Shadow Flame, so it looks like he's gonna have to trade in that. I don't think he's going face with that Dread Infernals.
He can utilize probably like Dark Bomb.
Yeah. So the thing about the Molten is, yeah, you can play it for 4 now, but next turn you can probably play it for even cheaper and probably play 3 creatures. So you can play 2 creatures max this turn. Or he could actually just tap in Molten. That's decent too.
Yeah.
Looks like he's definitely wants to.
I kind of like the Dark Bomb on the Juggler, and then
We can-
Sludge Belcher.
Yeah. Oh.
Then
You're
he can go
you're gonna
face.
keep the Drake. Okay. Okay. I do like, yeah, the 6/1 like just being annoying for your opponent. Like you
Yeah.
can't kill this. It's
You've seen the Juggler.
no.
Oh,
he
he trades. Okay.
That's fine.
Safer play. This also protects his Sludge Belcher.
Yeah.
So
Choosing to kill the hero power of the owl because what was it?
it's a 10-7.
That's sick. He's like, all right, go ahead, BGH my boom. See what happens.
Baiting out. It's not often that you see someone bait out the BGH with Dr. Boom.
It's gonna be like 13, 14. Oh my god.
That's insane.
What does he have? He has. If he BG, oh, he's got the owl.
He's got sounds. Yeah, yeah.
Aw,
That's disappointing.
that is disappointing. I want to see. I want to see like a 20 Boulevard just win
Oh,
the game.
This game can still go on for quite a while. I mean, he could bait out the silence some other way.
I like it.
Bait out the silence with Tyrion. Bolvar is just like the ultimate game winner. When all your threats have been extinguished, it pops out. It's like a 32. Oh, there it is.
Oh my god.
I just slam it down.
This
no,
is sick.
I don't
It's
know.
like,
I don't know.
It's like the one time you're like, yeah, go ahead and silence my Tyrion. I want you to silence my
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Probably wants to out our Peacekeeper the Loatheb here. Ooh. That's a good one.
Tyrion. It's a bad one.
Ah,
Almost good. Now imagine if you had like spare parts, you would like finicky the Bolvar. It's at 30, just one shot him. Like you stealth the Bolvar, then you quality consecrate, you
Yeah.
just win.
maybe Toshli. Toshli Bolvar
I could see
Paladin.
it.
New meta. Similar to like Miracle Priest, where you like
Yeah.
shades with,
Oh, okay.
or well,
Yeah, Shade. Yeah, Divine Spirit. And all
no, there's another one that there's the
Oh.
Gelbin.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways you can play Miracle Priest.
Oh man. So does he have to Tyrion here? There's like all his other plays suck. Okay.
Yeah, I think Alder Peacekeeper because Tyrion is just so easily removed.
I like this too. This kind of tells. Oh.
14-7, the
Nice.
Bolvar.
Azuzu. It's like okay. It's like well played.
Gives us a slight smile, but he does have the Iron Beak Gel. But actually, maybe this works more in his favor because he knows that there's going to be a silence for this Bolvar, so then he'll be able to play Tyrion
Yeah.
unimpeded.
This is sick. This makes me want to play Bolvar Paladin. It looks fun. Just drop that dude.
For all the times that you
Yeah.
get a 14-7,
Sick.
it's dead in your hand when you wish it was a
Pop a
sludge
is
belcher.
a blessed champ on that.
Oh, 28 attack. Yeah.
Alright, what do we got here? So yeah, I think he is worried about the Equality Consecrate. Like when you see the Aldor, you're thinking that they're trying to stall for the Equality Consecrate. Although, yeah, this is Lotheb turn. And have to owl it if he doesn't want to. He can Shadow Flame. He can Molten and then trade the Belcher and Shadow. Okay, never mind. It worked out. But yeah, he can still do it. So he can trade the Belcher in and then Shadow. Yeah, that's what he's gonna do. And just play the Molten out.
Yeah. And this is a lot of discipline being shown here.
Yeah, well,
By
I mean,
not
it's
using
just like
Owl.
a strong play too.
Yeah.
And Paladin's like not gonna build a board that quickly outside of Muster Quartermaster.
Mhm. Staying cool under pressure.
You know?
Still wants to make sure that he doesn't overextend here.
Yeah. So he could, yeah, is he gonna play the second Molten? Or he could like heal his first Molten too.
Yeah. Silence the owl.
Silence the Owl. Yeah.
Silence the owl. Silence the Tyrion. Silence the Tyrion. Kill it
What if
with
he could go
Molten.
face too? Probably he doesn't need to go face.
Yeah. Hellfire. Yeah. He's not too worried about bursts, because Paladins can't really
Yeah.
muster up so much burst.
Alright, so which one of these is he gonna play? Oh, okay, the Spectator AFK on us. He heard you praising him and he just left. He's like, alright, I did my job.
Yeah, he's like, oh, my job here is done. I moused over the Bolvar.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Probably just DC'd though.
Yeah. It happens. It happens.
Oh man, so you had the option to play either Healbot, Earthen, and then Molten with either of those.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like you want to go halfway and do the Earthen, but I think you just play the Molten there.
Yeah.
That way you can Healbot next turn.
Yeah. I think you want to, I mean, his Molten Drive was at 2 health.
Yeah,
so
and
I
you wanted
think-
to heal the Molten Giant too.
Heal the
That's
Molten Giant, yeah.
another play.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe just heal the Molten Giant
Mm.
pass.
Because then you're not even playing around just regular Consecrate.
Yeah,
You're only playing around
Equality Consecrate. Or
yeah,
double Consecrate.
double Consecrate, yeah.
I know it'd be at 5. Okay, we're
Yeah.
good.
Not even. Yeah, we are trying to
I hope it was the Spectator, not one of the players that disconnect. I guess, yeah. That screen we saw makes me think it's the Spectator.
you just have to when you're spectating games,
Oh,
you
we're
just
back,
have
we're
to
back.
you just
so
have
he
to
played-
wiggle
he-
your mouse a little bit.
Okay, he did, he played the other Molten, and then he healed the first one.
Okay. So we're a turn ahead here.
Okay.
We'll get the hand of BubSenpai back up here
Did
in
he
just a
have
second.
the Big Game Hunter before, or did he top deck that? He killed the other giant.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I don't know. Don't remember if he had that in his hand or not. He's still in a pretty good spot. I know there's still an equality available in BubSenpai's hand. I remember that being there. There was a True Silver Champion as well. Going to heal himself back up. Now that both Molten Giants are played, he can be pretty liberal with his heals. He doesn't have to worry about keeping himself low health.
Yeah, you just want to tap and find those giant Jiraxes,
yeah.
just close out.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe whatever else you need. What do you even need? You don't need a silence again.
Yeah.
Alright.
We're role-playing right now as Azuzu.
Yeah, we get to be with him, like,
Yeah.
right. We do.
What am I thinking right now? I want to go rock climbing. Let me get this series over with as quick as I can.
And we got a taunt. The True Silver doesn't do anything, but he might put it on. It actually does do something, because now you can't get through the... No, you can. Yeah, you can.
What else is he going to play?
You're a fiber.
Oh, we're getting closer. We've booted it up. We're almost to his hand.
Alright.
Oh, Mal'Ganis as well. Just sort of an extra layer. He's been through the BGH.
Yeah. What else? Is there some Argus plays? Not really.
I mean, you might as well just throw out the board color here to try and get value out of that board color.
Yeah,
So
okay.
throw out the Mal'Ganis. Because you have Mal'Ganis, then a Quality Consecrate actually becomes a threat. But if you Void Caller, even if he clears the board with the Quality Consecrate, you know that Mal'Ganis is going to be pretty well protected.
Yeah, definitely.
No BGH. Usually the Paladins will only run one Equality nowadays, so you're not really worried about like a second one coming out to deal with it.
He's going to try to push through the Molten Giant hit. Looks like he's going to take damage on the heal bot, which he doesn't care about because he's like, if you have AoE, you have AoE. I don't care about my heal bot.
Mm-hmm.
And then this way he gets to, he's like not, okay, he doesn't want to coil. He's just going to, yeah, get the Void Caller out.
I think coil the 1-1.
No, I think he wants just the Void Caller. He's like,
Yeah.
it's like, I'm not going to lose to Musk or Quartermaster.
9 health, there's not much that can save BubSenpai at this point. A quality True Silver Champion, second True Silver Champion, pretty much a dead draw since he already had one available in his hand.
Yeah, usually as the Paladin, you want to be like so aggressive that you just put it on, hit him twice, put the second one on, hit him twice in the face, and win.
Oh, well played is called. Oh, and the concede comes out, so Azuzu is going to take a victory with his Warlock, ties up the series 1-1.
And so
And
now it's Hunter Paladin versus Mage something.
Mage
Druid?
Paladin, because he just lost with it.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah.
What did he win with then? Oh, Druid. He won with the Druid, okay.
Druid.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm confused, okay.
I'm curious to see what kind of Mage deck this will be. Mage is, well, if he decides to go for it, Mage is one of the most versatile classes right now. There's so many different variations. There's Mech Mage, there's Freeze Mage,
Flood.
Tempo, Fatigue Mage. So
Yeah.
there's probably one guy still out there playing Fatigue
Yeah,
Mage.
Chalky probably.
Yeah, that's true.
There's like Tiddler's aggro Mage with the bomb things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot what the... It's basically just
Mad
like
Bomber.
an all-face.
Yeah, it's got like Ice Lances,
Yeah.
Frost Novas.
You basically just go
Ice
all
Block.
in. It's the Mage equivalent of Face Hunter.
Yeah.
He even had like Arcane Missiles.
Yeah, and he beat Face Hunter with it in a tournament, a game, I think.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised that you can race a little bit quicker
Yeah.
with that deck. And also, since you have like Frostbolt,
Yeah, and the Arcane Missiles, like you
yeah,
said,
yeah.
kill all their Worgen Infiltrate or
Mhm.
whatever.
yeah, you're sweeping their board while at the same time doing damage to face himself. And it is going to be the Mage. So Azuzu switches up to the Paladin, going to try and find a victory there. And BubSenpai heads on over to that Mage. Now, if this is Mech Mage,
I'm going to assume it's not Freeze Mage, because if it was Freeze Mage, his Freeze Mage could beat Azuzu's Hunter and Paladin pretty easily, so he'd save it for last.
okay,
So it's not. It's going to be Mech Mage or something else.
or Tempo Mage,
Yeah.
or
Flood Mage,
Value Mage,
anything.
literally could be anything.
Giants Mage.
Yeah, I remember there was 1 week, the week that you made it to the finals against Magic Amy.
Yes.
Oh
yeah.
You both brought mages, I think,
Oh yeah.
and
I had a Giant Mage some week.
yeah, you had and I believe you had a Giants Mage, and she had a Freeze Mage, I think,
Yeah.
like a straight up, like classic Freeze
Yeah.
Mage, like full on. Only the way I'm going to beat you is combo instead of like Giants Mage, which is add a little
got
bit
the
of the
Tosh.
extra win
Yeah,
condition
you
to
got
it.
the Tosh, the Antonitis sometimes. Just duplicate the Antonitis.
Yeah. So I talked to Azuzu, and he said his least favorite card. Now, okay, this is coming from Azuzu, who told me that his favorite class was Druid and didn't end up bringing it.
Okay.
I mean, everything that he could have told me could have been a lie.
You know,
He might not even like rock climbing.
he hates rock climbing.
Yeah, it's like his least favorite thing to do. He just wants me to go rock climb. He's trying to tell me something. He said his least favorite card is Mad Scientist.
Least favorite. Okay.
Yeah.
He's the one playing Hunter. I think I didn't watch the games, but I was reading about it. I think Tides of Time brought a Face Hunter without secrets.
Yeah.
Recently, so he could be doing something like that.
Yeah.
Although, some Face Hunters say they like just explosive trap rather than the Scientist
Uh-huh.
for the reliability. Sometimes against other aggro classes, you play the Scientist and they can just ignore it.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you just need to pop the trap on.
And there was another player who said their favorite card was Mad Scientist, and I'm trying to remember which one it actually was.
It's like every other player.
Oh, it was Caldy.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we haven't seen him yet, but there could end up being a match between Caldy and Azuzu, because they are in the same group. They are
Aldi might be
both in
mind
Group B.
gaming you as well, because I know he has a version of Mech Mage without Mad Scientist. So I think everyone's just messing with him.
Everything everybody told me is a lie.
Yeah. They must have like thought you were playing in the tournament or something. You're like, hey, I'm one of the players. Must have misheard you.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
But yeah, so Mage versus what was it?
Paladin.
Paladin.
Yeah.
Freeze Mage will win, but since he brought the Mage out so quickly, I think it's not Freeze Mage.
I think Paladin actually has a decent time against Freeze Mage.
Although, yeah, sometimes though, if you're expecting Paladin, you put like an Explosive Sheep in there and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Although he has the Loatheb, so he would have been fine versus. He would have had a decent draw versus Freeze Mage.
So you were correct. It is Mech Mage.
Yeah, we'll see if it has secrets. Probably.
Mirror Entity.
Yeah. Sometimes you go with this. You go with the weaker secretless decks if you're expecting Kazan. But if you're not expecting Kazan, you just go with the regular one. Some of the choices people make with Mech Mage, though, are... There's not many. It's just either secrets or no secrets. Most people play secrets. And then it's either... he's got the Spider Tank over the Harvest Golem, which means he's probably not playing the Blingtron deck. When you play the Blingtron deck, with the Water Elementals, you want more sticky mechs, so you go with the Harvest Golem. So he's probably not playing that. So the only other choice left... Actually, there's two more. Sometimes people have been popping in 6-drops like Toshli and Sylvanas.
Yeah.
Just to make it a little slower. And then other people... like Azure Drakes, just like to give you a better matchup versus control, but most people prefer no Azure Drakes.
Yeah, if you get to the point in the game where you're like top decking to try and
well, plus sometimes the way people play against Mech Mages say, so he's got the Tinkertown Technician in hand, but maybe the Paladin can like do something crazy to clear all the mechs, even though it's like a bad play.
Yeah.
But he gets to deny the mech value. So they'll make those plays, and then you punish them by playing Azure Drake, and like they thought you were out of cards, but then you just like outlast them.
Yeah. This is a pretty good hand for Azuzu. The only thing he'd want additionally would be like a second 2-drop.
Yeah, he's got the mind control tech. Hopefully it does work.
Like to be able to throw out a mini bot here would be pretty ideal.
Yeah, Zombie Chow.
But I feel like these two decks are sort of similar in the fact that they can have explosive starts. They have the potential to have explosive starts. It's just a Paladin's is a little bit slower.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times they'll come out on the bottom of these types of matchups just because the Mage will have a much quicker of a start, and the Paladin will have a hard time sort of catching up. And by the time they do, it's already too late.
Yeah, especially if that Blast Mage hits. Right?
Yeah.
The True Silver's nice. He's probably going to save the coin for that, unless he feels the need to coin the Muster, which isn't bad.
Yeah.
He's going to coin the Muster. I'm fine with this.
Yep.
Yes, you get to kill the Cogmaster.
Unless he wants to save Knife Juggler.
Okay, this is
Knife Juggler Muster for battle.
I didn't see this coming.
Yeah.
Does it not work on the Cogmaster? I'm guessing it doesn't.
No.
Yeah.
Because his attack is effectively already won. That's a mistake that most people learn the hard way.
Yeah.
Me included.
I think they switched something too with the way reversing switch works. I don't know how it works now, but I have to learn if I want to play Mech Mage more.
Do you really want to play Mech Mage more?
It's pretty decent in it's really nice in Conquest just to always like my last 3 Conquest games series, I think I played a different mage each time just to kind of mess with my opponents because I've been playing the league where it's just against one person.
Yeah.
So like if you know your opponent's expecting something out of you, you can switch it up on them.
Well, I think right now 2 of the most popular decks in Conquest format are Paladin and Rogue.
Yeah.
And Mech Mage does...
Well, Freeze Mage is great against those too.
Oh yeah, that's true. And nobody's playing Control Warrior right now.
Yeah. The main benefit of Mech versus... It's good enough. Oh, great.
Yeah.
I
cheated. Yeah, it's good enough. Oh, no, it's Blast Mage. It's great. It's always great.
The main difference between Freeze Mage and Mech Mage, though, in Conquest is that we've seen Druid be so popular, and you don't want to play Freeze against... Not only do you not want to play Freeze against Druid, you'd love to play Mech Mage against Druid. It's a great matchup. So that's usually what goes into the decision.
Yeah. I think you have to truce over here. I mean, you have power plays next turn with either Knife Juggler or Muster for battle, but if you truce over this turn, then you're basically not eliminating, but reducing the chances that you can utilize Mind Control Tech the following turn for a bigger swing play.
But that might be the only way he wins, though, is by on the turn that he Mind Control Techs, he also Truce over something down. So it's like, now then it's 2-2, and then if he can find some way to like kill more stuff, or it's like because you want to combine your Mind Control Tech with something else.
Yeah.
Like sometimes, like one of the crazy things I'll see like Paladins do, or when they're super behind, or Druids, is like they'll have a Sylvanas on the board and you ignore it, and then they play Mind Control Tech and they pop the Sylvanas, and all of a sudden they've like switched 3 or 4 creatures.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh, Mad Scientist. I don't know if Azuzu's gonna explode into a fit of rage when he sees the Mad Scientist
because he's got the Zombie Chow. He's like, all right, fine, heal me for 5. Alright, so I guess he wants to steal it. But then his True Silver doesn't do anything. Maybe he wants to steal the Annoyatron. He just wants more time.
Yeah. It would buy him some time.
Consecrate, not good enough. It'll be good next turn, probably.
Yeah. He's going to think it over here real quick. I mean, I think Knife Juggler, Muster for or... No, because then he would.
He's going to Mind Control Tech, because he gets 2 daggers, right?
Yeah.
You get a dagger off the Mind Control Tech and the thing you steal, and then you get Hero Power. Okay, I like that.
So...
It's not like Muster for battle.
Yeah.
Knife Juggler is that great against.
Yeah. But he might want to see what he's going to get first. But I think that you're almost going to always... 100% going to put that Knife Juggler anyway, so you might as well get the Juggles also.
I guess there's only... okay, he only gets 2. I thought he'd get Hero Power too. No, okay, so he only gets to snipe the Mech Warper, maybe. But that'd be huge. He steals one, he steals the taunt, he kills the Tinkertown, he kills the Mech Warper.
That's wishful thinking, he's going to steal the taunt.
But it's like you said, what else is he going to do with that 2 minute?
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't know about the Scientist. I was thinking about the Scientist, but the Scientist hasn't been shown yet. Yeah, you just hold it, probably.
Well...
And then you consecrate True Silver next turn.
Yeah, either way, he's dead to a Fireball. But Mad Scientist with Mirror Entity already in his hand. I mean, he's starting to run out of steam. This is one of the weaknesses of Mech Mage, is that if their board does get dealt with, if their initial push...
Yeah, oh, don't worry. He'll top deck the Fireball. They always do.
Or he'll top deck the Antonitis.
Yeah.
And he's going to just get a random spare part. It's going to be the Stealth. Rusty, I mean, any spare part is good for that. When all you need is 1 Fireball. Actually, Knife Juggler Consecrate could actually be a pretty big deal this following turn. He'll need to draw into some type of heal, either anti-Killbot or Lay on Hands, in order to have like a really good chance to secure the game. But
you can divide.
Oh!
Well, he's got 2 more turns on that.
This is he can clear the board here.
Yeah, he needs a. Do you think he's gonna trade in his? He's gonna intentionally kill his Shredder, probably to save the damage, or maybe not. I think I would get the Vitality Totem.
Yeah. I think you attack into the Annoyatron first with your True Silver Champion. No.
I think you go with the Mind Control Tech, and that way you're not too sad about getting the Zombie Chop. Okay.
Well, he can't really attack into anything else.
Okay. It's too low, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, either way, I guess Frostbolt would kill him.
Yeah, okay.
No matter what he attacks, because... Oh, no. This would actually keep him out of range.
All right, cool.
Because
I think you sacrifice the Shredder for sure. You don't need the extra 2 power. Usually you assume whatever comes out is 2 power. Oh, that's sick.
That's actually really good, yeah. He needs to dodge it for 1 turn, or 2 more turns.
Yeah, he's not killing him, so he has to live 2 more turns.
And he also has to make sure that he pretty much... Well, he has to clear everything that's on the board at this stage.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he can leave a Mad Scientist up. But that Mana Wraith actually becomes a big deal because now he can't play Snow Trigger, Mad Scientist, and Ping.
And so he wants to face to go for the Frostbolt.
Yeah, he wants to make sure that he has more than 1 out here. So he sort of has to only play 1. And so actually, he could ignore this Mad Scientist because either way, I mean, I guess Goblin. Yeah.
Oh, Goblin Blast Mage, yeah.
Yeah, Goblin Blast Mage.
Or he could like, maybe he can afford to Tinkertown into a Whirring Blades.
Yeah.
It's like 1 damage.
I mean, I'm sure he's gonna kill it anyway, and it probably just killed Hero Power Pass here.
You need to get the Muster ready for the Quartermaster. That somehow, is there any way you can get lethal next turn with the Muster?
I think he can, yeah.
So it'll be.
Oh no, because the Zombie Chow. Well, I guess he wouldn't really have a way to kill it.
What? Don't you want to keep that up? Okay, fine.
I think he wants to kill something off so he has room for his tokens plus Quartermaster.
The daggers, I didn't even do the dagger math. Alright, so if all those stick next turn, that's at least 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21. It is lethal.
I wouldn't have even hero powered, because now he doesn't have room for his Quartermaster.
Oh. That'd be a sick call by BubSenpai just not to hero power. I think
he's dead anyway, yeah.
Sucks. Okay.
He's
Oh, he
dead.
can't
Look
even-
at his face. He's like, please no, top deck Reno.
If only
Oh,
he could
jeez.
ping the boombot. Stew forward to the face. So
No. He can stay alive.
he can taunt the Dr.
Yeah.
Boom, yeah. Wait, oh no, he's got the big game on it. He's good to go.
Yeah. Wow.
That's
What
sick.
an intense matchup. Consecrated at the right time. He even had the lay on hands, you know, just for good measure. If this game had gone a little bit farther, but that's
Actually, he should cap. Okay, he can lose because if he trades. Oh no, he has to trade the juggler in first. He has to trade the juggler in, or else he could snipe the boom, and the boom bot could hit his face.
oh my goodness.
So let's see if he makes the play. Yeah. Wait, does he have self-lethal there? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So he has to trade the juggler in first.
I mean, oh wait, does he still have lethal?
Yeah. 5,
You said that?
6,
Okay,
7,
okay,
8,
good.
9,
Yeah.
10.
Because also,
Okay, he sees
what
it.
could happen?
He
okay,
sees it.
good. Also, another play would be the juggle could hit a bomb and could hit the zombie chow, put him out of lethal range.
Oh yeah, that's too.
So.
Oh my god. Oh, okay, he doesn't have to worry. Okay, this
Okay, he cringed thinking
Yeah, yeah.
that the knife juggler was still on the
is.
board.
Yeah.
Whew.
Now we're good to go.
All right, he has solved the puzzle. That's a really good observation, though. Well played comes out, and Azuzu is going to take a 2-1 lead
All right.
in this first matchup of Group B. What an intense matchup. You can see the relief on his face right now. We didn't see a single burn spell from BubSenpai come out in that match. No Frostbolt, no Fireball. That's the
Yeah.
first time I think I've ever seen that happen to a mech mage. That's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, it was kind of nice though because Azuzu's like, well, at some point he's like, I can't play around Fireball, so you're kind of relieved.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, he doesn't have it. All right, cool. I can keep playing normally.
Hmm.
Well, you can still top deck at any point.
Yeah, I think
yeah.
3 turns there, it was just a top deck Fireball for lethal, and that last turn was Frostbolt or Fireball, so he had 4 outs total in
Yeah.
his deck to be able to make it
And
do
then
that.
maybe some crazy Blast Mage, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah, a Blast Mage with all 4 shots to the face would have done it as well.
Yeah, I'm happy for him. I think I'm a little biased because we can see only his cam.
Yeah.
We want to cheer for him because he's like so animated and
Yeah,
he's so upset with the Demon Lock game. But yeah,
yeah, BubSenpai is just
just chilling there looking at the cam.
chilling there.
So he has so that was the mech mage, and then as expected, remember the freeze mage call.
Yeah.
But yeah, so hunter. We'll see what kind of hunter it is. Hunter versus freeze mage is interesting. It really depends on if you get the abusives early, because you really need to deal with the mech warper. So you play your little web spinner, and then you really need the abusive to buff it up to kill the mech warper, or else you're behind if you don't have the bow or something like that.
Yeah.
And then face hunter versus mech mage. I haven't played that matchup much, but most people would say it's slightly favored on the mech mage's favor. That's why the face hunter sometimes tech in snake traps to help it out,
Mhm.
but it's still very close.
Yeah.
And then BubSenpai has the paladin remaining.
Yeah, that's gonna be really tough.
Yeah, I think
To
you'd
get a
rather
victory.
be a face hunter against
Yeah.
paladin.
Face
Pretty
Hunter's
much.
just so strong against Paladin. They can't race you. They're not going to be able to out heal you like
Yeah.
maybe like a control warrior would, block a lot of damage, and a lot of their core is flooding the board early on, which just makes Juggler Unleash just that
Oh,
much
yeah.
stronger.
Yeah.
Or you play into Explosive Trap even more. It can clear your board. You can take a lot of damage early on, face damage, just by attacking things. Like if you have to early muster and start clearing things with Light's Justice, that matchup just plays.
Yeah.
I've been on the receiving end, the Paladin end of that matchup way too many times.
What's very different versus mid-range hunter, all of a sudden you have these little guys that kill the freezing totem or the freezing traps, and
Oh,
everything
it ain't
lines
no
up better.
mid-range.
Yeah. Okay, good. I mean, not good.
Okay,
I can't
good.
support this, but it's good for him that it's not.
ESL does not condone the use of, does not support or condone the use of
Face
a
Hunter.
face hunter.
Although
on
the
ladder.
Anoitron's great. That's what you want, but you do need some power behind it. You don't want the one drops in an Anoitron.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he tosses the Tinkertown. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect.
Wow.
That is exactly what you want.
Mhm.
I don't know if it'll be good enough, but it's exactly what you want. He needs a Blast Mage on curve, maybe. Alright, which one do you go with? Yeah, that one.
Well, that Anoyotron is going to eat 2. The Cogmaster's going to eat 1.
Yeah, he's got the explosive trap if he wants it though, to kill most of that. All right, so what if you actually, if you coin the Mech Warper, it dies to Glaive Zuka, and that's it, I think.
Yeah.
So it's a reasonable gamble, but I think the Cogmaster first is almost just as good and with much less risk.
Yeah, well, next turn...
But it doesn't trade into the Worgen like the Mech Warper does.
yeah. Well, next turn you could Cogmaster, you're still gonna have, you can Mech Warper or Noyotron following turn.
Yeah, but I don't know. The 3 HP is very valuable. But yeah, he's gonna taunt up. He's gonna ignore that. He's not gonna trade with that. Okay, so he's gonna like, yeah, he's gonna use the Neutron as a taunt and just race a little bit until he gets the Blast Mage clean up.
And one of the mistakes that a lot of players will make when playing against Face Hunter is that they try and they waste a lot of damage by trying to clear off the small little 2/1s.
Yeah, that was a sick play though. Now the race is gonna be really hard. Okay, but he's got the Coin Blast Mage.
Ooh. Not anymore.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
This is still going to block 2 shots here, though.
No, yeah, he could do it this way.
And the
Okay,
race
so,
begins.
Yeah. That's a good card to have. And so all those cards are good. It's like you want the Creeper on the board before the Juggler, but at the same time you want the Scientist ASAP. Yeah, oh my. Yeah, it already looks like that Noitron did so much.
Yeah.
Just killed 2. And now he has to like think about if he wants to trade or not.
Yeah, I like Haunted Creeper here. Just because you can get the damage from the Juggles the following turn. But like you said, Mad Scientist is good to have out early because you can get that Explosive Trap out early, which makes it so the
yeah,
mage
it's getting weaker over time.
Yeah. The mage doesn't have as much of an opportunity to sort of like race you.
Speaking of racing,
Yep.
that is double Fireball.
Yes, it is. And at this point, he could just ignore that Scientist, force your opponent to trade in.
Yeah. Because if you try to kill, yeah, no matter how it goes, both your Mech Warper and your Cogmaster are going to die.
Yeah.
You could try to protect your Blast Mage. I mean, your Shredder, though. You can keep it at 3 HP so it lives when it attacks in. It might be worth it. So yeah, go ahead and... Oh, no, he could... If he's willing to... Yeah, I was going to say he can give up 3 damage by popping the trap now and then playing the Shredder afterwards. But I think this is the better play. And then you trade into the... maybe the Scientist. That way you could Blast Mage the Worgen. Okay, no.
Nope. When you have double Fireball in your hand...
You know what? Like, he would be protecting the Shredder, but if the Shredder dies, you get the 2 damage.
Yeah.
You get about a 2 damage thing, so he gets the extra 2 damage as well, so it works out.
Mad Scientist, though, actually, double Explosive Trap is usually... Do they... Face Hunters usually run double Explosive Trap? Okay.
He does have the option, though, of, like, maybe building a board now and, like, trading into the board. He doesn't have to attack into the trap. And I think the Face Hunter realized that. He's like, he might not attack into the trap if I try to set it up, so I just gotta go face. Clean Blast Mage. But maybe he doesn't want to lose that 2 damage on the Mech Warper. Because maybe you don't want to even fully clear. You're fine with like a little 1/1 Creeper. But yeah, if he goes 6 to the face now, he's at 14. He needs 2... well, he needs like a lot of turns because he's not going to Fireball.
Yeah.
It actually doesn't matter because he's just going to Fireball on turn 5 and turn 6. So he doesn't need to push for damage. He may as well clear. He has plenty of damage.
Yeah.
So he just makes the defensive play.
So Mech Warper into the Haunted Creeper, throw down the Blast Mage. Hopeful Blast Mage clears.
Yeah.
The likelihood of that, I guess that's decently likely. You need 3 shots to hit.
And he doesn't even have to attack into this explosive.
Yeah.
Although he should do it first if he's going to.
Yeah.
To protect the Blast Mage, but yeah.
Very good sequencing. Nice little set of plays there from BubSenpai. Seems to be in a pretty good position. We'll see. Ooh. Pretty poor juggles, I think.
So it's like I said, he had enough damage to kill him in 2 turns no matter what. So he could have considered, you know, not popping the trap and like trading into that.
Yeah.
He should be fine though.
And he won't have enough for Fireball Ping, so he won't quite be lethal this turn. He's sitting at 13 health though, so it's a little bit dangerous for him as well. He could put him at 1 right now.
Yeah. He might want to trade in his Shredder to get like a taunt or something. I don't know. He's got so much damage.
It's really scary though, because if he just goes face, if he doesn't trade into anything, Azuzu would be on just like an Arcane Golem draw to win the game.
Yeah, I think he's gonna at least
Or
kill the
kill
Shredder.
command. Or not kill command, never mind.
Yeah, so we can go face with the Glass Mage,
Yeah.
Fireball the face, and then trade into the Knife Juggler. And then how much mana does BubSenpai have? 6? Or Azuzu has 6?
Yeah,
Or 5?
he'll have
So
6, because
Arcane
BubSenpai
Golem.
was on the coin.
Okay.
Above average Piloted Shredder drop as well. 3/2s are pretty good.
Yeah, maybe he's just thinking if the Gnome hurts him or helps him. This is fine, but I don't think there's anything he dies to at 6 mana. 2 cards. So it'd be Arcane Golem.
He would need 9 damage. I don't think
Yeah,
that's
it's
possible.
not possible.
Good call.
Yeah, so he goes with the Fireball.
Yeah. And I think that's going to secure it. I don't think, aside from Lotheb, I don't think there's anything that can keep him in the game. Yeah. I mean, he could just play what he wants to play here. You probably want to bring everything down to 2, just so Explosive Trap will make sure that he kills it. Try to put as much damage on as possible, but it's not going to matter.
All right, so Face Hunter takes it. Strong in Conquest, yep. Oh, I'm sorry. Nope.
Mech Mage.
Okay, so we got one more match.
One more match. Get a little bit ahead of yourself.
I can't picture Azuzu as a Face Hunter player. I just assumed he's the Mech Mage. You know.
Yeah. Oh, in the Rocket, the Spectator gets the Rocket right as the game ends.
Rocket to go with the Fireball.
Spectator mechanics are real.
Good APM on the Spectator.
Definitely.
Some of those SC2 Spectators had crazy APM.
Yeah.
They had to keep up everything.
Most of them are like ex-pro players.
Yeah. They also have the IPM. They're keeping an eye on everything.
Yeah. Our Spectators are, for Hearthstone, are far from ex-pro players.
Oh.
But their APM is definitely up there with the best of Hearthstone players because it takes so much APM. But Azuzu is going to fall on that one. So it's going to be tied. So this is the first game 5 that we're actually going to go to. So both these guys have to win with 1 deck remaining. Hunter for Azuzu versus Paladin for BubSenpai. Definitely has his work cut out for him because this is a tough matchup.
Yeah. You're talking about how much you hate being the Paladin.
I don't know why I play Paladin so much. I feel like I hate it more often than I love it.
Gotta play Bolvar.
When you lose as a Paladin, you just lose. Like, it is just a slaughter. But when you win as a Paladin, it's like a hard-fought, grueling battle. You're like at 6 health.
Quality Consecrate.
Survive with lay on hands.
Okay.
And then you barely win. You sneak it out. And then when you lose, it's just like, oh, turn 5 and I'm at 3 health against the Face Hunter.
It's for those 1 in 5 games when you actually get to use the Ashbringer. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
But the other 5 games where your Tyrion just gets silenced and sapped.
Or you never even get to play it. You die before you even have enough mana.
Yep.
That happens.
Azuzu's in good spirits.
Yeah. BubSenpai.
It's keeping it cool and calm.
Keeping it cool and calm. Yeah, there was times in Season 1 of Legendary Series when the producers wouldn't tell me that we didn't have a webcam for a specific player.
You just didn't know.
So the pictures were actually smaller. Like when we had they were like in the corner, they were a little bit smaller. So I would just glance at them every once in a while and be like, wow, that guy is just so stoic and still. Such a wise Hearthstone player. Focus on the match. And then like on the 3rd game, I'd realize, oh yeah, that's just a still photo. That's embarrassing. But game 5 of this first match of Group B is underway. Azuzu with the Hunter, BubSenpai with the Paladin. Winner moves on to the Group B winners match. Loser's not out yet, but if you lose your first match, you got a long road ahead of you for the rest of the tournament.
So what does BubSenpai want? He wants like mustard, double chow, or just 1 chow is fine. What's he looking for?
Mustard can end up shooting yourself in the foot here.
Yeah.
I think this is a pretty good opening hand. Shielded mini bot is just, I think, is a must-have against Hunter. I think my win rate without a shielded mini bot in my first 5 cards is very, very low against Face Hunter. In fact, I would say that it's really hard to win if you don't have that drop early on. Because you coin at a Knife Juggler here, a Leper Gnome eats it, like, that feels terrible. I would even be inclined to, like, coin out a Hero Power.
Yeah. I'm gonna coin the mustard.
Coin the mustard.
It's a lot of charges. It's a lot of damage.
Piling on the hurt.
It's like 12 damage in hand.
Next card's gonna be Unleash. I'm just
Oh, yeah.
calling it. Unleash Kill Command on turn 6, and that's gonna be the game. I'm envisioning it right now. Flashbacks, nightmares. Remember my Ben Brode nightmare from earlier?
Yeah.
For every Dr. Boom cosplay, Ben Brode, Teletubby, Sunbaby laugh dream I have 10 more about dying to face Hunter.
What's he got? Okay. That's a glimmer of hope. Actually, it doesn't even die. Yeah.
Well,
Okay, it dies.
Shield a minion bot. Love that card. It's a little bit later than I'm sure he would have liked. But, I mean, Sludge Belcher and Lilithep are two plays that you can make back-to-back that can buy you a whole lot of time against Face Hunter.
Is True Silver... No, okay, no, not now. Maybe he picks up True Silver next turn. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Means, like... Every time I'm playing, like, against Face Hunter, I'm just like, the only way I win is, like, with Shredder into Vitality Totem. It's like... You know.
That is a very low win percentage. The
Yeah, he doesn't
chances
even
of
have the
games that
Shredder
you
yet.
get to play a Shredder
No.
and then cross-reference that with the times that you get Vitality Totem from the Shredder. I
Don't
feel
face. The race is on.
for you. Just Wolf Rider, Abusive Sergeant.
Yeah, you don't...
Or do you just kill command here? No.
I think you know the Belcher's going to come down
Yeah.
eventually, so you got to get both your charges going.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's like doing some weird thing.
Is he thinking? There's no way he's thinking about trading.
Yeah, he needs like that. He needs that cardboard cutout from Reddit.
He could. You can do 10 damage to his face this turn. What do you? 11 damage to his face this turn.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? Well,
And then you know Belcher's not coming down next turn. You're a little worried about maybe
Yeah.
Argus, but none of the paladins have run Argus today. Right, it looks like it's been cut completely for Bolvar.
in this situation, I think
He's worried about
Yeah.
Argus, I guess.
Wolf Rider's better here because you Arcane Golem, you let him get Sludge Belcher one turn quicker. That way you can set up so you can still Arcane Golem the following turn. Yeah. Because there's no way that he could, for 4 mana, play something that would block your Arcane Golem, unless he runs an Oiltron.
Oh no, Azuzu's like, don't have Consecrate, don't have Consecrate. Although, because he attacked him with the 1/1.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. The reason he traded there, I think, was because he wanted to protect his...
Nope, to the face.
Ouch. That's rough. So how much damage is still going to be remaining on the board here? Just 4. 10.
And, yeah.
10 damage, then he just sets up
Even
for
gets the
kill
hero
command.
power
the
in.
fall. Yeah.
Alright,
Yikes.
so he's got the heal bot.
He does have Loatheb as well, but he'd have to clear the board. Nah, he can stay alive for an extra turn, I think.
Yeah, he's got it. He's got it.
I think, yeah.
Snipe something. He has to hit something too, I think. All right. Now the hunter has like 20 turns to hero power him down now. The explosive trap. Oh boy.
You feel like you finally stabilized,
Yeah.
and then you realize it's an uphill battle.
Is he supposed to throw the knife juggler in? I guess not. He knows he needs a lot of time to get that lay on hands.
Yep.
All right, one more turn to find lay on hands, I think. Although no, I guess with the Loatheb he has 2 more turns.
Dr. Boom is very risky.
I like it. I think it means he's gonna pop the explosive trap now and he just wants the bomb damage.
Okay, that's true. I was thinking it was going to be risky because of the Unleash, but if he pops the bomb damage, then...
Yeah, it's only 2. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he thought about playing the Boom, but he would... Okay, yeah.
I think he's playing the boom for sure. He's just deciding. Or actually, no. He's probably split the Belcher.
Yeah. Because it just seems like if you play Dr. Boom right now, it's a waste, because you'd be wasting the...
Here we go.
Well, actually, you're getting a lot of damage from the Juggler here
Yeah,
as
he
well.
needs as much damage as possible. But I would be so afraid of more chargers, but maybe he's like, if he has chargers,
Yeah.
he's probably going to owl my Belcher, so Belcher's not going to do it. Okay, he's thinking about it. It's either the... Okay.
If he goes with this Dr. Boom play, he can put him down to as low as 11 with a 7/7 on the board and a 3/1.
Okay, this is fine. Oh, you're gonna do it now? Okay.
Yeah.
That's actually good because now he doesn't have to worry about low thub.
Job's done.
Job's done. Yes,
Yeah.
the job is done.
Well,
I've hit him in the face enough time to put him close to 0.
down hands? No.
I don't think there's any way out.
He just draws a
Well
panda
played.
for the heal bot. Yep.
Attacks in.
That'll do it.
Honorable Sudoku and Azuzu on the back of Face Hunter.
Very excited.
He throws his hands in the air. As good as it feels to win a series, it probably doesn't feel quite as good when you do with Face Hunter. But nothing to take away from Azuzu. He played exceptionally over the course of that series, and he is going to move on to the winners bracket match.
He's very stressed the whole time. I hope he can make it through.
Yeah, and getting to that first match is usually the tough part because Azuzu
He's safe from elimination now for today.
For today, he is safe from elimination today, so he will make it back tomorrow. So he'll have another day of playing. And Azuzu, I mean, he's actually had some tournament experience. He qualified. He had a top 16 legend finish, and so he qualified for BlizzCon Phase 1, the qualifiers of BlizzCon Phase 1. So he's been around for quite a while. He started playing in beta, and of course we mentioned he used to raid pretty competitively in World of Warcraft. So,
the guy
he's
from
been in
beta,
stressful situations.
Guy from beta playing the guy from 2 months ago. Unfair match.
From like right around GVG, he said was when he started to play. So, but BubSenpai played exceptionally well. He's not out yet. He's going to play in the losers matchup, which we will see a little bit down the road today. I think we have about 3 matches left today to finish up Group B. So, again, guys, we want to take a second to have you guys tweet at us. It's been a long day so far. We do have some matches, but let us know what you guys think. This is first week of Legendary Series Season 2. We're trying to step up our game for Season 2 as opposed to Season 1. We got a lot more money on the line, a lot of prizes, and of course, those money and prizes would not be possible without, of course, our wonderful sponsors. Big shout out to Plantronics and Gigabyte for making all of this possible. If you guys want to support esports, support ESL, and the Legendary Series, make sure you check out those links right below our beautiful faces on the screen there. But we have plenty more Legendary Series action. The conclusion of Group B. One more player will be eliminated, and we'll set ourselves up for the playoffs tomorrow. Guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
With Strife Co versus...
Strife Co versus... Oh, no!
I don't have it here. Strife Co versus some... Oh, Kaldi.
Kaldi, yeah.
Yeah.
Strife Co versus Kaldi. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back.
That belongs in a museum.